Templo del Rock esta noche por la Basketball Champions League Américas. Obras Basket recibe a Franca de Brasil, que forma con los siguientes jugadores. Con el número 3, Marcio Santos. Con el número 6, Santiago Escala. Con el número 7, Fernando Santos. Con el número 9, Lucas Díaz. Con el 11, Eduardo López. Con el 19, Miguel Rodríguez. Con el 21, Recuerda. Con el 22, Franca. Con el 23, Hernández. Con el 58, Pablo Barosa. Y con el 73, Sara. Y con ustedes, el equipo más rockero de Argentina, Obras Basket. Con el número 2, Felipe Chaco. Con el número 6, Víctor Pérez. Con el número 8, Lautaro Barrio. Con el número 10, Franco Emanuel. Con el 11, Andrés Paz. Con el 12, Juan Venegas. Con el 17, Daniel Rodríguez. Con el 20, Miguel Ruiz. Con el 23, Leandro Sanminato. Con el número 32, Jorge Capitán, Jesse Solana. Con el número 34, Cruz Santana. Y con el 88, Juan Respo. El entrenador, Diego José Valente. Y los suplentes son Nicolás Pablo Rodríguez y Javier Albertini. Y con ustedes, la mascota más rockera de la Liga Nacional, Rocky Tami.
Good evening and welcome into Estadio Obras Sanitarias in beautiful Buenos Aires, Argentina for tonight's BCL Americas matchup between Obras Sanitarias of Argentina and Franca of Brazil. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Theta, and we're so glad you can be here wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. We kick off the February window with Group D and tournament favorite Franca taking on Obras Sanitarias of Argentina on the home floor of Obras. And if anyone is going to derail the Franca Express, it could be Obras. Obras put up 94 points on Franca in a losing effort in January, and they're second in the tournament in scoring at 92.5 points per game. Andrew, how does a team like Obras stop a juggernaut like Franca, or can they?
Well, they've got the home field or home court advantage, I guess. So that's going to help out the crowd, and of course, just that's why we play the game too. Any given time, anybody can win a game.
And we talked about Obras scoring 92.5 points per game. Well, Franca leads the tournament at 99.8 points per game. And they can hurt you inside, they can hurt you outside, they can hurt you in transition, they can hurt you in their set offense. And their most dangerous weapon is, of course, Lucas Diaz, leading the tournament in scoring at 21 points per game. And he can absolutely do it all. Andrew, if somehow Diaz is having an off game, they have 5 other guys averaging scoring in double figures. This team is absolutely loaded.
Yeah, Lucas Diaz doesn't have to do everything. He can let the game come to him with that kind of parity on the floor. It's something that I kind of enjoy with FIBA basketball over a league like the NBA. You may only have 2 or 3 guys in the NBA that are scoring 80% of the points for their given team. They're going to be under a lot of pressure to score baskets. Diaz can kind of take his time, let the game come to him. Doesn't have to worry about scoring all the points. Can work it in however he gets it.
There you got to look at our officials for tonight's game. Daniel Garcia of Venezuela, Krishna Dominguez of Mexico, and Edwin Quiles Rodriguez of Puerto Rico as we look at the starting lineup for in the USA. And then tomorrow, Franca takes on UDEC, and Gladiadores will take on Real Esteli. Just a couple of moments away from tip-off. There you get a look at Jeffrey Solarin, one of the Americans on Obras. Solarin actually the captain for Obras in this window. Luca Diaz, the captain for Franca. Group D is pretty much already set with Franca coming into this one undefeated. They have advanced to the quarterfinals. Obras at 2-2 have also advanced to the quarterfinals. So the outcome of this game, really any of the outcomes in any games in Group D, will have no effect on who advances to the quarters. As UDEC has not won a game in Group D. They are,
we'll see here,
as they say, playing for pride.
Sure, possibly some experience too. We'll see if coaches want to get some guys in that could be more of role players traditionally to get a little bit of experience, get their legs under them.
And one of the things that you'll see, Andrew, is that even if they essentially have nothing to play for, they always have something to play for. They play for pride. They play 110% all game long, regardless of the tournament. If it's an international style tournament such as this, not only are you representing your pro club, but you're also representing your country as well. And that's how you get called up to the national team.
Yeah, there's always something to play for.
Under a little bit of delay as they're cleaning up some of the moisture on the floor. Don't forget, it is summer down in South America, so we'll get to the latest weather report in Buenos Aires in just a moment. And we are underway here at Estadio Obras Sanitarias. First three-pointer of the game missed. Rebound tapped out of bounds. That should be Obras ball. I believe that was Solarin that missed the initial three-point attempt of the game. And it'll stay
back
with
screen action
Obras.
here on the.
This bounce pass into the lane, tough work inside, and Obras has the early 2-0 lead as Huguesta Endela has his first points in an Obras uniform.
Yeah, great execution on the out of bounds play there. Good movement.
Diaz has his pass tipped out of bounds, saved inbounds, but I believe he stepped on the baseline before coming in contact with that, so it's going to be Franca ball with 10 to shoot.
Well, let's see how they do out of bounds plays here.
Diaz back up top and stolen away. Franco Smeniati.
Diaz hesitated there. He needed to shoot that. Decided to pass last minute.
Beg your pardon, that was actually Andre Spite getting his first points. He had 21 against Franca. And here comes Diaz. Fades away from 10. That's good. One thing you'll see with Franca is that they never appear harried. They never appear frustrated. They never appear out of sorts or discombobulated. They just play their game. If they happen to be losing at any given time, doesn't matter to them. They just keep pounding away, and next time you look at the scoreboard, they may be up by 15.
Yeah, and we've already seen Diaz getting settled there in the low post. Nice little fadeaway action on that last basket.
Foul was called on Felipe and Jaco. That's his first. Marcio Santos to the free throw line. He's 5 of 8 from the stripe in this tournament. Second free throw up and good. Those fuchsia-colored shoes for Marcio Santos. Lucas Diaz wearing the pink kicks. Andrew, I seem to remember you wearing pink when you played. Is that Diaz?
I had all sorts of shoes.
Diaz with those pink sneakers gives Franca their first lead at 6-4.
He didn't have to wait too long for the game to come to him.
No, he really didn't. And pretty much it all flows through Lucas Diaz, but you'll never see him force anything.
Yeah, with his size down there on the low block. Oh, go ahead.
So we've got to look there at the Franca bench. As Franca commits their first foul. There for the putback is Hugues Taendala. Three-pointer rattles out. And here comes Obras. Looking to regain the lead. Spin move off the glass, no. Now Franca back the other way. Cross-court pass to Hinkle. Hinkle lowers the shoulder, no call either way.
That's got to be a call, one way or the other.
Well, the original, there was no call on that original. I guess, I don't even know what to call it. They didn't call a charge, they didn't call a flop, they didn't call a block. We've actually seen that here in the last week or so in BCLA play. There's a lot of no calls either way.
I'm inclined to say that was a charging foul. My own opinion.
Yeah, there was definitely forward momentum contact. I guess would be a way to put it.
Yeah, the defender was outside of the semicircle there, and I felt that they had legal guarding position, but we play on.
He said that he was still moving a little bit, but either way.
You can still be in legal guarding position while moving.
I guess a no call is better than a bad call.
I would agree.
And at the other end, Paulo Barbosa gets his first bucket. And Franca on top 10-6 now.
These guys with the mops are going to get a workout today, it would appear.
Yeah, I forgot to check the weather here in Buenos Aires.
My guess is
87 degrees with 65% humidity.
I should be a weatherman.
Well, you're tall enough. Stand up there among the clouds, get an accurate forecast. Little lob inside
I just lift
there.
the finger and put it in the air.
Yep.
He's living around the basket.
Hugues Taendala. He's got 6 already. He's got 6 of the 8 points for Obras. I guess you could say he's making an immediate impact for Diego Vadel. Shot clock at 8. High off the glass goes Santos. It won't go in. Somebody made contact with the backboard. I'm surprised there wasn't a call there, Andrew.
I thought it was an attempt at a dunk. You got the open court foul
that could be
here.
it too. Foul was on Santiago Scala, his first. 6:21 to play first quarter. Spaniati on the drive, pulls up from the left elbow. That rattles out, follows his own shot, won't go. And it gets tipped out of bounds by Scala. It'll stay with Obras with 14 on the shot clock. Franco Spaniati had a nice game against Franca last time out. 19 points, 3 rebounds. Spite for 3. Splash! Andre Spite. Puts Obras back on top, 11-10.
Better hit that shot if you're going to pass up the big man.
Andre Spite played collegiately at Northern Colorado in 2018. He started his collegiate career at Arizona State. Averaged 22.5 points per game at Northern Colorado. Played in Finland, Turkey, France, Spain, Poland, and in the G League with the Wisconsin Herd. Or so I heard. Sorry.
We could call him a globetrotter.
Yeah. A lot of those guys, as Santos nails the tray.
It seems both big guys for Franca getting it going early. Not afraid to shoot the ball from outside.
No, that's classic stretch 4, stretch 5 type players. You look at Lucas Diaz, he's shooting 53% from three-point range. Marcelo Santos is now 5 of 7 from three-point range in this tournament. Even Charles Hinkle, 42% from three-point range. Franca on top by 2. 5:10 to play first quarter. Three-pointer is up and good. Felipe and Jaco.
Good screen to get him open there.
Now Diaz splashes it at the other end. Diaz now with 7. Diaz picks up the loose ball. It's a 3-on-1. Hinkle back to Diaz. The pretty lay-in executed perfectly on that fast break, Andrew.
Yeah, they pushed all the way they could until the defense stopped and then passed off to the big man to finish.
The ball never hit the floor.
Textbook 3-on-2.
Eisler Giant commits his first foul. 37 years old, veteran of the Venezuelan national team. He's one of those guys with a lot of mileage internationally.
I don't know about that foul call. I didn't see anything too bad there.
Spite thought about the 3, then kicked it to his left, spinning into the lane is Smeniati. Pretty finish there by Franco Smeniati. And he's got Obras back to within 2.
Nice left, looped it up, didn't even touch the rim.
Diaz now driving baseline, now spinning. He's got such great touch around the basket. Of course, as I say that, he misses. And now a foul committed there. That's going to be on Ferreira, I believe. No, that's Charles Hinkle.
Yeah, that's a shot for Diaz, so we're okay with that. That's a 50% shot.
Hinkle put his arm up before he committed the foul. I don't know that I've ever
called
seen
his
that
shot.
before. I guess.
I would do that once in a while when I was too tired to play defense.
Yeah, but did you hold your hand up first?
I wanted to make sure they got the foul call so I could take a breather.
Fair enough.
Worst thing you can do is try to foul someone, accidentally get them to give you the ball, and now you have to run down on offense. All I wanted to do was take a break.
That's when you accidentally dribble it off your knee out of bounds.
No turnovers.
Leandro Sermonado into the game now for Obras. He's joined by Miguel Ruiz and Juan Venegas. Felipe Miaco, Jeffrey Solarin, and Hugo Estaendela on the bench now. For Franca, it's Diaz, Wesley Ferreira, Eisler Giant, Charles Hinkle, and David Jackson into the game for the first time. 41-year-old American still getting it done. I don't know if I heard the bank call there, Andrew.
I don't know what time zone we're in. Is the bank still open?
Could be. But Obras back on top, 19-18 with 3:02 to play in the first quarter. And I think if you told Diego Vadel with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter, he'd only be down by 1, I think he would be thrilled with that. That being said, over the next 3 minutes, Franca can easily put up 20 points. So you can't let up.
Obras has been a little stagnant on offense the last 3 or 4 possessions here, not getting a lot of movement. These fast break
Steal
opportunities could be
defensively.
good.
Spagnotti could not finish with the left hand.
Fake.
Open look from 19, no good, and a foul on the rebound.
They called that on the defense. I thought that was a push off on the offense. Interesting.
Yeah, it's on Miguel Ruiz. That's who I thought originally committed the foul, but maybe you saw something I didn't. So Obras in the penalty now.
From my view, it looked like he had the inside position there. That's what I was looking at.
Charles Hinkle has a seat. And Eduardo Elevi will go to the free throw line. He's 1 of 4 from the stripe in this tournament. And he hits the first. Second free throw straight through. And Franca back on top by 1. 2.5 minutes to play in this. And Franca back on top by 1. 2.5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Feed to the cutter a little bit too far under the bucket was Miguel Ruiz.
They need to get back to that inside-outside, though. That was good movement, just a little late.
Spagnotti. Servidado for 3. Missed everything on that. And a shot clock violation. Ferreira getting it over to Barbosa on the left wing. Inside 2 minutes to play in this first quarter now. It's been tight the whole way. Neither team has led by more than 4 points. Pass intercepted and stolen. Here comes Obras. Open 3 on the break, no. Now up ahead, a little cherry picking going on. I'm not sure if that was blocked or if that hit the rim or the backboard on the way up. Either way, leads to a fast break opportunity, and that was blocked, yeah. My goodness, end-to-end action, but no points coming out of that as Eduardo Elevi got back, or rather stayed back, and got the block. Now Wesley Ferreira lowers the shoulder and draws the foul.
Really seemed like Spite. Yeah, Spite looked like he pulled the. Oh, okay. I thought he pulled the chair out from under him. It looks like he pulled him out of the chair. It's more like it.
First free throw falls in for Ferreira, 71% free throw shooter on the event. Second free throw up and good.
That's a perfect example how sometimes folks will wonder how a foul wasn't called. From the angle I have on this camera, looked like a clean play. When you see that other angle, it's an obvious foul.
Right. And it always cracks me up. You see the comments, especially during a live stream online, and you know, people watching on a phone or tablet talk about how the official missed the call. Well, you're watching a guy who's half an inch tall, As Barbosa soars in for the one-hand tomahawk, and Franca takes their biggest lead of the game at 24-19, and Diego Vadel wants timeout.
Get up, young fella.
He did just that. Andre Spite, 5 points for Obras. Felipe Añaco with 3. Leandro Serminato with 3. Guesta Endela, a new player from Cameroon, has 6 in his first game for Obras. For Franca, they're doing what they do. Scoring is spread out. Lucas Diaz 9 points already on 4 of 5 shooting. Marcio Santos with 5. Paulo Barbosa 4. Eduardo Elevi 2. Wesley Ferreira 2. And Charles Hinkle with 2.
My assumption is this big guy is probably going to stay on the bench for the rest of the square. We've got about a minute left. But I'd like to see those guys back in. They were the solid guys on offense. Both Bandela for Obras and then Diaz for Franca, excuse me.
Perhaps a future Franca point guard there. No bigger than the basketball right now.
He could still be a center.
There you go. Inside of a minute to play. Pass nearly stolen, deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Obras. That was Eduardo Elevi.
I think he's upset because it's... Sorry, that ball just came right to him. I think that's why it was so hard to catch. He didn't realize it was going to be that close.
Worst place to hit him, right in the hands. And now stolen away by Ferreira. First layup. No! Careful, the tip dunk.
Boy, that layup was almost very impressive. And then the putback was impressive.
Wesley Ferreira with the two-hand putback puts Franca up 7. Their biggest lead of the game now. Oh, a beautiful pass.
Pocket pass.
Almost didn't see that. Jeffrey Solaris got his first 2 points of the game.
Why not?
And a three-pointer to round out the quarter. Gives Franca their biggest lead of the game at 29-21. I said it a couple of minutes ago, Andrew. I said, Obras thrilled to be down by just 1, but don't blink. We go to the second quarter with Franca by 8, 28. if you're on the Obras bench. A big welcome in to all of our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name's Craig Feta. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. Heading to the second quarter with Franca on top 29-21 in Group D play. First game of the February window. We've got 12 games in 6 days. Both of these teams actually have already qualified for the quarterfinals out of Group D, and an offensive foul away from the ball as Jeffrey Solarin, guilty of setting that screen illegally.
Yeah, he's picked up the role now of the high screen guy. Expect to see him dive into the basket, just like the other two folks they've had in there. Ah, there's my guy again, Andela.
Tuguesta Andela back into the game. As if Diego Vadel were listening to you, Andrew. Little turnaround fadeaway, nothing but the bottom of the net. That's David Jackson. He's been doing it a long time, 41 years old. Played collegiately at Penn State, finished in 2007, started 51 games in his career for the Nittany Lions, averaged 6.7 points, 3.2 rebounds, 2.6 assists in his collegiate career. Played all over South America, Uruguay, Puerto Rico, Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela, and he's won way too many awards to even try to list. The broadcast would be over by the time we got through the list of accolades that David Jackson has piled up. Unlike me, I won a spelling bee once, and I won a bowling tournament back in 8th grade. So, you know, I'm on the same level as David Jackson.
I made a papier-mâché pizza that got me a lot of attention in kindergarten.
Hey. Three-pointer is up and good by Santiago Scala. The lead is 11. Nice drive to the hole, and it falls in. Felipe and Jaco, he's got 5. Wide open 3. Wesley Ferrara misses. Rebound tapped, and that's going to be a foul on Eduardo Elevi.
Yeah, those are the rebounds you got to let go.
Did they call that on Ferrara?
Yeah, that was.
Nope, it was on. It was on Elevi.
Oh yeah, the defense ended up with the ball. It was an offensive foul.
7:50 to play, second quarter. First quarter was close, but Franca pulled away there toward the end, and now they've got a 9-point lead, led by as many as 11 just a moment ago. Did not see what that whistle was about. Did they say Venegas travel? Oh, double dribble. Thought something looked a little funky with that move.
I didn't catch it, but it did. Yeah, I figured it was a turnover of some sort.
Jackson to Santos. Now Hinkle. Back outside to Santos. Luca Diaz hands it off. Here's Scala. Back to Diaz. 3. That missed. And even with the shot clock winding down and a pair of defenders in his face, he looks smooth in getting that off. And they're at the other end, answering for 3 points. Felipe and Jaco, and now he's got 8.
he's my player of the game so far. I'm a little biased to post players, of course.
Franca's lead cut to 6 as we approach the 7-minute mark in this second quarter. Shot clock at 10. Hinkle getting it to Jackson. Jackson working his way in. No basket.
They've been looking to get Hinkle there in that post area the last 3 or 4 possessions. The defense playing him pretty strong, but that time he gets in, and I can see now why he's posting up there.
The last foul was on Leandro Serminato. That's his first. And David Jackson will go to the free throw line. He's 9 of 10 from the stripe in this tournament. He gets the first. In the first, or one of the last outing against Obras, Jackson had 10 points, 8 assists, and 2 steals. It's a guy you can plug into any lineup anywhere, and he'll get you 10 to 15. Usually grab you a couple steals, grab you anywhere from 3 to 6 rebounds pretty consistently, and he'll do it off the bench without any complaint.
I like that he posts up. Doesn't matter how tall you are, you can still post up.
Serminato with 8 on the shot clock. Now the lob inside to Taindela, and that's in.
Speaking of posting up, player of the game so far.
Lead back down to 6. Andela's got 10.
Pick and roll action.
Does lead all scorers.
Nice move.
Santos couldn't get it to go, but therefore the putback is Lucas Diaz, and he's got 11.
He's in the running for player of the game for me right now. Another post guy.
I think he'll be in. I think he'll be in the conversation at the end of the game as well, as that one goes off the foot of a Franca defender. The Obras ball with a fresh 14.
Yeah, they're getting back to, both teams getting back to what was working in the first quarter. I think a lot of it has to do with personnel as well. Here's our screen and dive.
Nyako couldn't get the layup, and then Hugo Taindela tried to save it, but was unable to.
And it's been the one weakness there for Andela is the hands. He's missed a couple of passes and had some rebounds that he wasn't so sure with them, and loses them out of bounds like that.
There was a nice steal there, and foul committed by Hinkle. And if I'm Obras, I might raise a little eyebrow there about that being an intentional foul for an unsportsmanlike, but they play on. 3 on the way from Solarin, and he splashes that one. Beg your pardon, that was Venegas.
Yep, chipping away. Here we go.
Back down to 5, and now with a chance to cut it further.
Defense to offense.
Can't get it. Heisler Guillant the rebound. Guillant to Diaz. Back to Guillant. Heisler into the corner. Back out to Diaz. Wide open 3. Splash. Can't leave Lucas Diaz open like that. He will absolutely murder you from outside. Lead back to 8. Another 3 on the way. No good. Obras missing 3-pointers on their last 2 trips down the floor. Now Hinkle for 3, a little too strong. Pulled down by Santos. Santos waves everybody off. He wants the ISO on Ruiz. So that's Serminato he was backing down.
think that would have qualified it as a mismatch there. But good to poke the ball away on the defender. Well, that pass looked like it was to no one. I'm wondering if that was because the recipient was fouled. I don't know what we've got here. We'll try again, though.
Yeah, they got Iñako for the foul.
Double screen. Should have shot that.
Giant steps back, shoots the long deuce. No good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll be Obras ball.
He's regretting that he didn't take that shot right now. That was the...
Obras is not letting Franca run away from them, Andrew.
Yeah, they're definitely not. That recent play there, he's frustrated. They trapped him and they reached in for the ball. You just got to stay solid on that. But yes, we'll see here. We need to go right here to my favorite player, inside again, or see if he can get a screen here to get somebody open for the three.
Juan Respaud into the game now for Obras. First time we've seen him, 18 years old. Pass into the corner, tipped out of bounds. They were trying to find Solarin for the open three-pointer in the corner.
Yeah, it's always a tough pass. You're going to your left and you have to pass cross court to the other side. You're going across your body. It's just a tough pass to make.
Spagnati misses the three-pointer, but the rebound tapped to Andela. Obras gets the offense reset. Shot clock inside 5. Off the side of the backboard, in amongst the trees. And now
Good
Diaz.
defensive effort there by Franca.
Working on Solarin. Fades away, yes.
That's his third or fourth shot like that we've seen.
Diaz now with 16 points. He's 5 of 6 from 2-point range, 2 of 3 from 3-point range. And the lead is back to 10.
He's got that reminiscent of one of the most famous international players, Dirk Nowitzki. Just takes a couple dribbles into the body of the defender, goes back on that back foot, leans back a little bit. It's not quite a fadeaway, but leaning back away from the, I guess we'd maybe call it a leaner. So that's something that I use. That's usually for guys that can't jump.
Oh, come on, Andrew. I thought you had that, 42, 44-inch vertical.
Oh, yeah, I created myself in a video game one time, yeah. It was a good time.
Santiago Scala picks up his third foul. Ordinarily, when you have a key player like that picking up his third foul that early, you go, oh no. But then you look up and down the rest of Franca's bench and you think, well, it's really not that much of a problem.
Yeah, we mentioned plenty of support in the pregame there. And you've got a decent lead at the moment.
Second free throw, no good. 3 minutes to play, second quarter. Obras hanging around.
Yeah, that's the other place. They can kind of play it safe here to get to halftime. Eat some clock and have minimal possessions. Good movement.
Diaz along the baseline misses there for the putback. It was Nathan Fernandez, but he couldn't get it to go. Now a three at the other end. No. Solarin. Foul on the rebound.
Yeah, those are the fouls you don't want to commit. Somebody else already has the position. Just get back on defense.
Second foul on Solarin. He had 13 points and 6 rebounds. in the last game against Franca. Quiet tonight. It's only taken one shot. Got 2 points.
Yeah, you can tell by his body language. He's a little frustrated at the moment.
Diaz for 3. Wow, a rare bad miss by Diaz. You don't see him miss it by that much.
Yeah, at least this evening, most of the other shots we've seen him shoot more set shots.
Venegas, I think he was trying to throw the alley-oop to Hugo Andela. But Andela got hung up on his way to the bucket and was too late. Now Ferreira loses the handle, gets it back outside. Jackson for 3. No. Rebound finally controlled by Obras. Here comes foul on Nathan Fernandez. Nice ball fake. We get Fernandez into the air, and Speniati will go to the free throw line.
And not a terrible defensive effort there with the 3-on-2. At least you stop the ball.
.5% free throw shooter in this tournament. Prior to that make there. Second free throw straight through as well. Spaniati's got 4. And the lead is 7. Coming up on a minute and a half to play in this second quarter. Don't forget, Andrew, this is about where Franca started to pull away in that first quarter.
Yeah, Obras had the answer then. Don't know about right now. We're looking a little fatigued.
Team's about even in scoring. Obras outscoring Franca in the second quarter 15-14. And that's about what it was in that first quarter. It was Obras leading 19-18. And then Franca closed with an 11-3 run. So let's see if Obras can prevent that, as Spite misses the long three-pointer early in the shot clock. Now at the other end, Jackson loses it on the way up. Now saved back in bounds, and Franca's got 5 on 4. Diaz missed, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and he's not going to miss a second time.
Yeah, great position.
Lead back to 9. Diaz already 18 points now. There's the floater, and that is up and in. Andre Spite now with 8. Now Diaz and Spagnotti battling away from the ball, and Spagnotti commits that foul, his second. I think
Diaz was about to work him down into the front row
yeah,
there.
He was. Diaz at 6'9", and a lot of muscle behind it, and Spagnotti a slender 6'2". May as well make him earn 2 points from the free throw line. Diaz hits the first. And the second as well. And Diaz now with 20.
We're using up our last timeouts here.
Yep, timeout on the floor. Franca up by 9. Obras going to try to get a little something drawn up here. I don't think they have a 9-point play, but
I'm going to get my notebook out in case they do.
Franca now has the advantage in rebounding, 22-18. Again, a big hello to all our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV, across South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel. He's Andrew Hunt. I'm Craig Theda. Hope you've been enjoying this one. Franca just about at their 100-point per game pace. 47 points, 30 seconds to play in the second quarter.
And that points in the paint statistic a little misleading, because some of those baskets by Diaz, they've been in the low post area, but I think slightly outside the paint. I consider that a post up, a score in the paint, but he's got, I believe, 6 to 8 points right there along the, right around the block where he's done my little leaner, as I call it. It's his bread and butter.
It's also 2 for 4 from 3-point range. Diaz has a seat on the bench for the rest of this second period.
Yeah, no need to risk a foul or get a little early rest here for the half. They have maybe one possession. Well, now we got a turnover. Still only one possession.
Shot clock off, game clock at 3. What's David Jackson going to do? Drives around, puts up the floater, won't go. The tip in will not count. The tip in
great move to get open.
So yeah, absolutely. Nice move by Jackson to accelerate to the hole. And we go to halftime with Franca on top by the score of 47-38. Franca ended up outscoring Obras in that second quarter, 18-17. Relatively low scoring period for both of these teams. And it's got to be very frustrating if you are Obras. You put up 94 points against this team the last time you played, and you still lost by 24 points. Held at just 38 in this first half as we look at the overall shooting numbers. And now we see Franca with the lead in rebounds, 23-18. Leading scorers for both teams. Don Dela with 10 for Obras, and Luca Diaz with 20 for Franca. Time to roll
see
the
my
highlights.
players of the game.
Yeah.
My players of the game lead, of course.
Time to roll the highlights as we look at the individual numbers on this one. For Obras, Leandro Seminato with 3 points, Franco Spagnotti with 4. Spagnotti 1 of 8 3-point, rather from overall from the floor. He's 0 for 3 from 3-point range, 1 of 5 from 2. I'll get it out, don't worry. Andre Spite with 8 points. Your guy, Hugas Taandela, in his first game with Obras. He's got 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting. He's also got 3 rebounds. Juan Venegas with 3 points. Felipe Iñaco has 8, and Jeffrey Solarian has 2 for Obras. For Franca, Eduardo Elevi 2 points. Nathan Fernandez has not scored. Wesley Ferreira with 4. Esler Guillant with 3. David Jackson 4 points. Paulo Barbosa with 4 points. Lucas Diaz with 20. 8 of 13 overall, 6 of 9 from 2, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He's also got 4 rebounds. Charles Hinkle has 2 points. Marcio Santos has 5. And Santiago Scala rounds out the scoring. With 3 points, he's also got 3 rebounds and 3 fouls. And Andrew Hunt. Obras solid in the first half. They find themselves down 9. But how do you, I mean, you're left scratching your head against this Franca team that never seems to get out of sorts. They never let you go on a big run. They never look panicked. They never seem frustrated if they get a turnover. They just play their game.
Yeah, the only time that I felt they went on a little bit of a lull, Obras didn't really respond, and it was some pretty stagnant basketball tonight. They're going to have to change that in the second half if they have any chance of getting back in this. And they're starting behind by 9 to start the half, so it's going to be an uphill battle for sure.
47-38 halftime. Franca leading Obras. We've got one more game after this one tonight. It's going to be Halcones de Salapa versus Gladiadores de Anzoátegui. That game will take place at 7:10 p.m. local time, 8:10 Eastern time. We will bring that one to you as well. A couple of games tomorrow. This Franca team will take on UDEC at 7 o'clock local time, 5:10 Eastern time. And then the nightcap tomorrow night, Gladiadores against Real Esteli at 7:10 p.m. local time, 8:10 Eastern. Again, 47-38 at half. We are back with second half action in just a few moments. Indela fouled on his way up on that dunk attempt. And Andrew, we talked about it briefly at the end of the first half, at the start of halftime, but is there anything that Obras can do to slow down this Franca juggernaut? I mean, they've hung around mostly, and they find themselves down 7 here, but how do you slow down a team that has so many weapons?
Well, yeah, you're not identifying all the shooters, which is a reason the high percentage, or for the high percentage of field goals for Franca. So you've got to identify that and limit second chance opportunities. And then, of course, you got to score on this end, which so far in the second half, they're doing okay. Let's see what this shot does. Good rebound. There we are.
Indela, boy, I thought he missed that dunk. But, I mean, did I see that right? Did he miss the dunk? It went up and fell in, or did he just put up a floater?
Yeah, he was able to kind of push it up over the rim and get it to kind of, I think it nicked the backboard and went ahead and went in there. He motioned that he'll take it. He was happy with the points. Yeah, meanwhile, on the other end, good post work here by Diaz to get that dunk. Just a nice spin move.
Well, Leandro Sermonado is not going to stop Lucas Diaz in the paint there.
Yeah, you could see Andela looking, that's probably the guy he should have been guarding. So as the dunk went in, he said, that's my guy. I mentioned in the first half, he's not very short-handed. He's gotten a lot of opportunities like that, and he misses the pass.
Biggest lead of the game in the first half for Franca was 11. Santos working his way into the bucket, and he travels.
Good defensive effort. Yeah, they get the switch there. Obras man-to-man right now, and Andela got switched on a screen, so they had the post player down low there. Kind of lucked out that he traveled on his move.
Foul whistled against Franca. It's going to be on Marcio Santos, and if that is, I believe that's his 4th. I beg your pardon, that's Scala that has 3, so that was the first foul on Santos, and now a whistle. And did they call a technical foul? Looked like Barbosa threw an elbow that was not called, and now Diego Vadel gets whistled for the tee. And they've got it in the TikTok as a disqualifying foul against the coach.
Maybe that's strategic.
Oh, they just changed it to a technical. It was not disqualifying. Going to say
still
that would have been something. So to lead back to 10, despite, man, he takes some awkward looking 3-point shots. I don't know if he kicks out that leg as a matter of form or if he's trying to draw the foul on the defender, but he always looks so awkward when he's in midair. His legs are spread out like a wishbone.
Yeah, and it looked like I didn't know if the defender got a piece of that or if the ball's wet. It looked like he kind of lost the ball on that last one.
Biggest lead of the game now for Franca at 12. Obras looking for the foul again, but no call. 4 on 3 for Franca. 3 from the corner. No. Diaz could not come over the rebound.
He's back.
Spaniati for 3. That will not fall in. Spaniati follows it, can't get the putback. patient offensively for Obras. Yeah, another long three. That one misses for Spite. And I think that's just how he shoots it, Andrew. I think that right leg gets out. That was an awkward-looking shot by Santiago Scala. Kind of a set shot. I don't think I've ever seen a fall-away set shot before. But Scala scores it, and it leads 14, biggest lead of the game now for Franca. And this is not how Obras wanted to start this third quarter.
He was motioning for that to be the ball handler. I believe that's just somebody that they're going to try to get a shot or potentially clear out the lane for the post guy, the person setting the screen, to dive and look for that two-man game that they've had some success with throughout the game. We'll see here.
You've been calling for that since early on in the game. We saw how effective Hugo Taendela has been in his first game with Obras. There's your screen.
I don't think they ran this right. Well, as they were bringing the ball down the floor, we had our guy go to the corner. Andela was the one setting the screen there. I think the corner man was supposed to wait to run through when the ball handler dribbled off the screen first. I think that's where they wanted their action to start.
Here you get a look at Diego Vadel, his first game with Obras. Placed Peter Dominguez, as Peter Dominguez took an assistant coaching job with the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA after that big coaching shakeup there. Andela works his way to the bucket strong. Can't get it to fall in, but he does draw the foul. That's going to be on Marcio Santos.
A little hand fighting down low there.
Mandela swishes the first free throw. He's 3 for 3 from the stripe. He's got 15 overall. I'd say that's a nice debut.
Almost player of the game worthy, I would say. Almost.
You really want to give this guy player of the game, don't you?
When we have good post work down low, that's what I'm into. Nice up and under there. Speaking of
Charles Hinkle. Yeah, speaking of nice post work, Charles Hinkle with the left hand kind of flipped it up, spun it off the glass and in.
I don't know that we saw as much from him in the first half. I believe he was one of our guys that was a little bit of foul trouble.
Now Spite hits a three-pointer. 2 of 7 from the arc. Now he's got 11. Get a stop here. Get a bucket back at the other end. There's your stop. You'll be back inside of single digits. There's Cervinato.
3-on-2 here. Good pass.
Oh, Spaniati hit the rim on the way up, and he's chirping at the official. And play stopped as they have to mop up some moisture. Boy, a golden opportunity, Andrew, for Obras. They got the turnover at the defensive end. They had a 3-on-2.
Just we had similar play earlier in the game, first half. The ball handler dribbled right into the two defenders, got them to commit, passed the ball off for an easy up and under layup, and he just put it right off the bottom of the rim there.
Into the corner for Hinkle. He launches the long deuce, and that is good.
Even with a little bit of a hesitation, he still made that one. Good shot.
Diaz, another rebound.
Not a great possession.
Giant turns it over, but a whistle. And Obras did not like that call. You see the reaction in the background by...
He's kind of reaching across the body of the ball handler. I'm all right with that foul.
Giant, a nice little dish to Wesley Ferreira. He goes up, pauses, and banks it in, and he's got 6. Biggest lead of the game now, 15 points, 3 on the way. That's good! Andre Spite from long distance again. He's got 14 now.
He needs to get going. See that last shot? I think he's just kind of trying to force the issue. The shot before the one that he made, he dribbles down, no action, just rises up over a defender. You're not really getting much out of that shot. Meanwhile, the last one that he made, he got some good action, had a set shot, went up, open look, made it.
Westandela sits down. So on the floor now for Obras, it's Serminato, Ruiz, Maniati, Spite, and Venegas as David Jackson. Rare miss from the free throw line. And on the floor for Franca, it's Diaz, Nathan Fernandez, Wesley Ferreira, Heisler Giant, and David Jackson. Second offering by David Jackson is up and good. Franca not even letting Obras get into their offense. But there is Serminato for the putback.
Yeah, lucky. Franca really needed to clean up that rebound.
Diaz giving it up to Giant. Now they missed the cutter, Ferreira. Maniati can't finish with the left hand.
They need to convert. Boy, if they get opportunities like that, they need to convert.
Jackson, the wide open 3 missed. Yeah, that's probably the 3rd or 4th opportunity like that we've seen for Obras. They haven't been able to finish.
Here we got ahead of steam. Interested to see which defender this foul is on.
Yeah, and David Jackson tried to sell the call, which he didn't need to. He did that thing where he throws his head back that we see so many players do now. Watch David Jackson. Not gonna. And I thought I saw a graphic that somebody got whistled for a tee.
Looks like it's the other coach here.
Yeah, that was on Elinio Garcia. So Ferrara committed the personal foul. So Serminato will go to the free throw line to shoot T. And the first free throw, rather the only free throw is missed. It was a non-shooting foul. No, they're going to say it was a shooting foul. Okay. So it was a shooting foul against Ferreira. The tee was on the coach. The technical free throw was missed. Now the first of the 2 shooting free throws is made.
Got a chance to get it within 9 here.
Sermonato hits them both. He was 12 of 13 from the stretch coming into this one. Now Sermonato has a seat. And you'd have to think that that technical foul on Elenio Garcia was because of the lack of a charging call. But again, that was one of the situations where David Jackson, there was a little bit of contact and he threw his head back like, you know, he had been hit by a bus or something. And it's so
call was on
pervasive.
Jackson?
No, the foul call was on Ferreira.
Okay.
But I think Garcia was wanting the offensive foul called. And so he drew the foul there, and now Juan Venegas holding up Guillant intentionally to commit that foul. Kind of a strange sequence here, Andrew.
Well, yeah, what we don't want to lose is Obras has cut the lead down again, down to 7. So we'll see what kind of defense they can put up here. Go to the veteran on the block. Post work.
Jackson kicks it out. And Ferreira loses it on the way up, but a foul call.
Yeah, good possession. He sees the help that comes. That guy's quite a bit bigger than Jackson. He passes, and big man draws the foul.
I was doing a game yesterday, Andrew, in the Belgian league, and the same thing happened where there was a slight bit of contact, and the defender threw his head back, and there should have been a foul called offensively, but there wasn't, and I think it was because the official was honestly, frankly, disgusted by the throwing back of the head. It wasn't a flop. He didn't hit the floor, but it's just the act of trying to get attention. And it's to me, it's even worse than the flop, because at least with a flop, there's some contact.
Sure, I give him the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes I think people anticipate contact, a player, and maybe that's why. I agree. Sometimes it is intentional, but maybe not always.
I mean, it's come over from European soccer, where even you look at a guy wrong, and he throws his head back and goes onto the turf like he'd been hit by a sniper. And now you see basketball doing it in Europe and South America, and I hope somehow they can figure out a way to completely stop it. It's got to be on par with a flop.
And another turnover by Franca. Opportunity to cut this lead again.
Minute left to play in the third. Franca by 7. Venegas thought about that one. Now they get it inside. Now back out. Oh, the beautiful drive there and the finish at the glass. Jeffrey Solarin, he's got 4 now in the lead, cut to 5. Oh, nearly stolen away by Miguel Ruiz.
So if Obras can get a stop here, if Obras can get a stop here, they have one more possession left on the clock. Depending on how fast Franca gets a shot up, there may be some opportunity for them to have one possession after that. But if Obras can get a stop and potentially score, they could cut this to a 3 or 2-point game.
A 13-3 run for Obras, make it a 13-5 run following that bucket by Heisler Guillant.
They've got it now.
Just under 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, they waited to pick up the ball to get that shot clock closed. Oh, one more shot for Franca.
Yeah, baseline jumper was no good. They get it to Ferreira, and he draws the foul. With 2 seconds to play, that's going to be on Jeffrey Solarin.
That's bad execution by Obras. They got to take the last shot there. Even if you don't score, you eliminate the opportunity for the other team to score. And now, almost worse than that is they get free throws. You know, not like a wild 3 at the buzzer, but you get to just stand there with no pressure and shoot your free throws, one of which he's already made, 1 for 1.
But a good foul there by Solarin to not let the shot get up. The effect is still the same. 2 free throws and in 3/4 court, it's good! From the opposite free throw line, are they going to look at this to see if it counts? That was Juan Venegas.
I think it's in. I think he got it off in time.
Juan Venegas, and we're going to get a look at this one, cuts it to 6. Here's the inbound play from just outside.
Oh, that's definitely in time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Count that.
The ball was almost at half court when the light went off.
Yeah, that wasn't even close. So Juan Venegas, 3/4 court. Lucas Diaz doing what he do. 22 points, 6 rebounds. Charles Hinkle with 8 points and Marcio Santos with 5. Fans still buzzing in the Estadio Obras Sanitarias after that 3/4 court shot. He was outside the free throw line when he launched that. But there, calm as can be, Wesley Ferreira steps up, gets those 3 points back, and Ferreira now with 13.
Yeah, just like when somebody dunks, you want to just get the ball back in and go down on offense. After a crazy shot like that, it's nice to just have a good, solid possession and score the basketball. Hopefully take some of the energy out of the crowd.
The drive and the score by Venegas. He's in double digits now. Alongside Andrew Hunt. My name is Craig Fade. I hope you've been enjoying this one. It looked for a moment in that 3rd quarter like Obras was going to get blown out as Franca took a 15-point lead with a 13-3 run by Obras. Got it back to within 5. And it looked like Franca was going to take a 9-point lead into the 4th quarter, but then a miracle 3/4 court shot by Juan Venegas. Got it to within 6. Solarin thought about the three-pointer. Now Obras resets the offense. Need to shoot. Oh, nice turn toward the bucket, and it falls in.
Is it just me, or does Venegas seem like he's got a little more swagger after that shot here in the fourth quarter? Playing with a pep in his step.
Hinkle will go to the free throw line after that foul. I don't know, it looked like there was an awful lot of ball on that.
Yeah, the ball handler had good position. He had established himself. I think that was kind of a tough spot for the defender to be in. And I think the guy that committed the foul was actually the help side defender. He wasn't the guy on the ball.
Well, there you go. Big welcome into all our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV, across South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel. So glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from around the Americas or around the world. We've got one more game tonight after this one. Halcones de Salapa will host Gladiadores de Anzoátegui.
Good defense there by Jackson. He got caught up in the switch off the big man on defense and was able to kind of hide away when the pass came. You don't have to defend the big guy if you can just intercept the pass.
A lot of turnovers in this game. That's pretty uncharacteristic of Franca. But you have to credit the defense of Obras in some cases. Tipped out of bounds by Elevi. It'll be Obras ball with 4.3 to shoot.
Yeah, without having the turnovers right in front of me, I'd be willing to bet Obras has more.
Obras 15, Franca 14.
I'm good.
Venegas for 3. He's got that one too!
He's like a candle. He's on fire.
Points, and the lead is down to 4.
Yeah, Jackson's giving that guy all he can handle. Definitely thought that turnover differential would have been quite a bit higher than 1. So I guess Franca's, or I think in this case, Obras is taking care of the ball better than I would have thought.
Seems like they're forcing Franca into some missteps here in the second half.
Yeah, the game is about the most interesting it's been since I'd say the first quarter, or maybe midway through the third. We got a game now. He's not happy about that foul all the way out there away from the basket.
Obras outscored Franca in that third quarter 25-22. Early here in the fourth, but they've got a 7-5 edge. Here comes Diaz, step back 3, missed. Diaz now 2 of 6 from 3-point range. Venegas,
I said it earlier.
feeling it. And now a foul on David Jackson.
I said it earlier, Diaz can obviously shoot outside. I don't know if the step backs and the runners are his game out there.
Well, Andrew, if you told Diego Vadel that and another three-pointer.
Here we go.
And Elinho Garcia wants timeout. Jeffrey Solarin gets Obras back to within 1. Garcia takes timeout. And if you told Diego Vadel that you will have held Franca to 74 points halfway through the fourth quarter. I think he'd be absolutely beyond thrilled with that. This is a team that averages 100 points per game.
Yeah, and I'd be a little bit disappointed because my big mouth had said that they would score more points in the second half, and I'm not so sure that's possible at this point.
You know, I wasn't going to say it, but you called yourself out on that.
I'm accountable. And you see here with the three-pointers on the screen, it's, at some point, Franca, in the first quarter, they were at 75%, I believe. I told you they can't keep that up. Still, 38% and 40%, pretty respectable from three on both sides.
Yeah, they were 3 of 4 from three-point range. That means they've only made 3 of their last 12 three-point shots.
Yes, has missed at least 2 of those.
And look at the free throw disparity. Obras 9 of 11, Franca 20 of 21 from the free throw line.
Franca can't accuse the refs of doing any home cooking, that's for sure.
Ooh. And a blocking call against Solarin. I'm not sure about that one, Andrew.
We'll see. I'd like to get another look at it.
It looked like he was anticipating it, stepped in, got himself set, and still got whistled for the block.
I feel like we're spoiled being able to see those sometimes from all angles. In the moment, I don't know that it's always as clear as what we...
So Hinkle hits both. Obras already in the penalty with 6:22 to play in the fourth quarter. Franca just 1 team foul.
Oh no.
And are they going to get Lucas Diaz? Yeah, they are.
I didn't see that one.
The shooter came down on his foot. I'm going to say he came in under him.
Okay. I don't know if I saw that, but if the foul was that he didn't give him enough room to land, I'm okay with that. I thought they said it was his arm that hit him, and I said that was, if there was any contact, it was definitely after the shot, way after the shot. It
definitely saw him come down on that pink shoe of Lucas Diaz. That may be a time where you don't want those bright pink shoes.
Yeah, get some camouflage shoes. Something that looks like hardwood.
Back down to 1, and Yako now with 10. Jackson into the front court. Diaz. Outside to Santos. Stolen away. Obras with a chance at the lead. Layup is up and in, and Obras is on top on the score of 77-76. 5:51 to play in the game.
Great effort to get back into this game now with the lead. Oh. You're going to let him play there. Seemed like a little elbow was thrown.
Venegas with the steal, took it all the way himself to complete the layup, and look at this. Franca takes the lead back, but my goodness. We've got ourselves a game here, partner.
Yeah, Obras is sticking with it, and Venegas, I think, was a big reason. Not here lately as much, but he was really the one that got him sparked. I think he scored 6 or 8 points there in a row with the end of the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth. Got this run going. Here we go. Hey,
That one's good.
speak of the devil.
Venegas again. 70, beg your pardon, 80-78.
Maybe we can hit that 100-point mark and make me look like less of a fool.
Venegas now 18 points. He's 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Yako gets it back out, and the offense gets reset. Venegas
There he is
the
again.
attack. Left hand layup. It won't go in, but he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws. The foul is going to be on Marcio Santos. That's going to be his second foul.
He wanted another three-pointer there, the old-fashioned kind. And notice there, our post guy clearing out the lane for him. Very nice. Got to give the big men props.
I could tell you said that with a bit of satisfaction in your voice there.
Yeah, real recognize real.
Venegas hits the first free throw. Venegas came into this one 16 of 18 from the stripe. Gets them both here. He's 2 of 3.
Based on what I'm looking at, that makes him the leading scorer after these last couple baskets for the team anyway. Let's see overall. I think Diaz still has him beat by a few.
Yep, Luca Diaz with 22, and another turnover by Franca, and a foul committed out of frustration there. So now Franca in the penalty.
Yeah, and the momentum has noticeably changed. Franca was in control.
Yeah.
Even after the crazy shot at the end of the third, I didn't really feel like that had shifted things, and Franca immediately answered to start the fourth, but now they seem they could be frustrated.
Venegas throws
Nice.
the alley-oop to Andela. He stuffs it with 2 hands. And Andela with 18 points, and Obras ties their biggest lead of the game at 4.
And we saw who threw the assist. Venegas.
And Andela with a little Shaq chin up there for effect.
He heard me criticizing his hands. He said, "How about this, Andrew? Throw it down." As much as I love I think Venegas has now passed him as my new player of the game, or at least player of the game for Obras. If they pull this out, I think Venegas has it unlocked for everybody.
Primeira bola lá. Nós vamos fazer.
Franca takes time out, trailing by 4.
Champa já tá em nome.
Or should I say, in regulation.
O Dente recebe.
Venegas now with 20 points. He's got 3 assists and 3 steals.
Manda
Don't threaten me with good time, Craig.
Vira e vira.
Bonus basketball.
Recebe.
With Andela with 18 points. Andre Spite with 16. Felipe and Yako with 10. Franca with 3 players in double figures scoring. Luca Diaz, 22 points. Wesley Ferreira, 13. Charles Hinkle with 12. Franca has actually taken the lead in rebounding in this game, 31-29. Franca also now with more turnovers, 16 for Franca, 15 for Obras. Remember, we saw that number a while back, and it was 15-14. Obras with 1 more. The block by Andela, and an offensive foul.
Good pump fake to get the defender up in the air there.
David Jackson remaining down on the floor. Here you see the block.
Yeah,
And did they call
just
the
a hard
offensive foul on Santos?
No. So did the
What did he say?
Yeah, the only thing I can see is if Santos cleared somebody out before the shot there.
Yep.
Otherwise, that's defensive foul on Dell.
Yeah, the foul on Santos occurred before anything that Andela did.
So this is going to be Obras ball
And they're shooting free throws.
because of the bonus.
Right. So it won't be their ball, it'll just be they're shooting free throws.
Okay.
And the officials are reviewing it here. Again, our officials on this game. There's the block. Oh yeah, Santos threw that right arm into the chest of Da Andela, and Da Andela thought he was guilty of the infraction. He was walking out of there with his arm up saying, yeah, I fouled him.
Andela didn't think it was an offensive foul.
Say back in Cameroon on the playgrounds, that's not a foul. Again, our officials on this game, Daniel Garcia of Venezuela, Krishna Dominguez of Mexico, and Edwin Rodriguez of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Do I see here he's listed at 202 pounds? Am I reading that right?
Who's that? Who's that?
Andela.
No, he's 202 centimeters tall.
Ah, okay. I was saying, he's looking about 260.
Yeah, he's well over 202 on the poundage. So that was the fourth foul on Marcio Santos. And a great job by Santos. He's been playing since the second quarter with 3 fouls. I beg your pardon, now they're saying he's only got 3. That was an offensive foul. It's not counted as personal. Da Andela nearly lost it, saved it in the corner. Off the glass and in as the shot clock was winding down. Obras on top by 6, and everything is going their way now.
They are coming alive.
Jeffrey Solarin into double figures with 11. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. And missing the layup after the beautiful screen and roll is Wesley Ferreira. Andela even got out of the way to let him complete it without committing a foul, and he still missed the layup. Well, that's how you can tell things are going your way.
I wonder if maybe he was expecting some contact.
Could very well be. Now Andela missed at the other end. Beyond his pass tipped, intercepted, and then knocked out of bounds by Jeffrey Solarin. And it'll be Franca ball. 2:33 to play in the fourth quarter. Santos outside to Ferreira for 3. Missed it wide left. Missed it badly. Venegas.
I'd like to see.
This shot blocked after a beautiful little stutter step. Ferreira got a piece of that one. Now Diaz hits the three-pointer. He cuts the Obras lead to 3 at 86-83. Diaz now with 25.
In rhythm, walk up to the line. Great shot.
Inside 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Spike over to Venegas. He drives on Hinkle. With a hook pass intercepted by Diaz. He loses the handle, but David Jackson comes up with it.
Let's slow down here, just get a possession. We had a fast break, but he bobbled it, so good decision. Let's just get a good look.
Jackson around Ferrara.
Beautiful.
Gives it to Ferrara, and he scores the bucket, and he'll go to the line to try to tie it up.
Andela has to come up to guard the ball. That leaves the middle open. Help is late by, I believe, I think it was either Venegas or number 2 here.
Yeah, it's Felipe Yaco. And he cannot complete the three-point play, but they get the offensive rebound. Now Diaz for three.
Now, earlier in the game, that had been called a foul on Franca. It had been called both ways.
Partner, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Here we go, post up.
Back outside to Ferreira for three. Diaz the rebound. He goes back up. That falls in, and he'll go to the line. So Lauren commits the foul, even though he had that position. Diaz now 27 points.
Yeah, good job for him to stay in the play. But I would have liked him. That's 2 times now he's gotten the ball in the low block area where he had great success earlier. At one point, I believe he was 5 for 6 on just that shot. And he's kicked out. It worked out all right this time because he was in position for the offensive rebound and has a chance at 3. But a guy like that, this is the time where you make your money.
Diaz hits the free throw. He's 3 of 3 from the stripe tonight. And now Franca back on top by 2, 88-86. Diaz, 28 points. As Diego Vadel calls timeout, and Andrew Hunt, if you are Diego Vadel,
Do some math on, so we have 117. Yeah, if they score, they're in a good spot. If they don't, then the clock is a little more of an issue for Obras.
Franca by 2.
Go to the right. So here comes the handoff.
Solaren on the drive, off the glass. Does not score, but he's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws.
And I think he wanted Andela to do something a little bit different. I think he was maybe looking for the dive to the rim, but I mean, on the line with 2 shots, it's not a terrible. And the thing I like about getting free throws at this point in the game, the other players can kind of speak with the coach, the point guard can go over there. It's kind of a mini timeout to kind of, like you were saying earlier, composure and figure out what do we want to do with the clock and what's our strategy on defense, and you know. If they score, we do this. If they don't score, we hold the ball, stuff like that. Makes them both.
Those 2 free throws by Jeffrey Solaren were his first 2 from the stripe in this tournament. Solaren 5 for 5 from the floor, 2 for 2 from the stripe, and we are tied at 88.
He's going for the 100 game. 100. There we go, post.
Diaz. And an offensive foul called on Lucas Diaz.
Solaren
I'll be
there.
interested to hear your analysis on that, because we've seen that called a no call a couple of times tonight.
Yeah, you can see.
Solaren.
Yep, Solaren just sinks his first 2 free throws. He's 100% from the field, and then has a great defensive play here in the last minute of the game. He's been a little absent throughout the game, but he's showing up here in the 4th quarter. He obviously had defensive position, He's definitely at least a foot outside of the semicircle down low there.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up. I wouldn't mind getting a look to see where his feet were.
To me, it looked like his feet were
awfully close.
I disagree.
Well, the officials would agree with you. So
listen, I'm way off on the 100 points. Okay, so let me have
you're
this.
not.
Yeah, it's true.
You got an 88%.
Oh,
Andela misses the dunk. He was looking for a whistle. So now the shot clock is off. Game clock at
last
17.
shot. Yep, you take the last shot. If you make it, game's over. You win. If you miss, the game's not over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Diaz inside, fades away. No good.
Maybe not.
They get the offensive rebound back. He misses from in close.
Oh.
Lucas Diaz misses from point blank range. And we are going to overtime. Boy, Lucas Diaz with a pair of misses. Shots that could usually make blindfold. Andrew, I am stunned.
I didn't even have time to eat my words. I said he shot too soon. Then the offensive player gets the rebound.
.7 rebounds. Juan Venegas with 20. Leandro Serminato with 7. Franco Spaniati with 4. For Franca, Lucas Diaz, 28 points, 8 boards. Ferrara, 15 points. Guion, 5. Jackson, 5. Scala, 8. Barbosa, 6. Elevi, 2. Hinkle, 12. And Santos, 7. Now Diaz gives Franca the lead in overtime.
He hits himself on the head, still mad that he didn't. He was basically saying that's what I should have done on that last shot of the fourth quarter. Just dunked it.
Open three by Scala, that missed. Venegas misses at the other end, but there's Solarin for the putback.
He remains Mr. Perfect. Oh.
No, foul before the shot. Basket will not count.
pretty ticky-tack, if anything. I'm wondering if we might see a little more out of Spite. He kind of went away there in the fourth quarter when Venegas got hot. He had a rough third quarter. We'll see if maybe he's rested, if he can kind of get back in the game here.
Diaz misses the free throw. That's his first miss. It's the second to give Franca a 1-point lead. We are in overtime. Franca led by 15 points in the third quarter. Obras came all the way back. Took the lead with 5:57 to play in the fourth. Took a 6-point lead with 86-80. And then Luca Diaz 3-point play with 1:18 left. Put Franca back on top. And then 2 free throws by Jeffrey Solarin tied it back up at 88. And then Franca and Lucas Diaz with a golden opportunity to win it at the buzzer. Missed a layup, which sent us to overtime.
Curious, do we know what this last call was? It looks, it's Obras ball.
Looking at the TikTok here, I don't have it updated yet. Diaz, the spin move, the floater draws the foul.
Now, see, I like that the team and Diaz now are doing what I would have liked them to do there towards the end of the fourth quarter. The last 2 possessions have gone into him, and he's made a move to the basket. Here he takes a shot. The last one, well, the last one, I guess his shot was a little short. Turnover, but still, you want to go through him to put things away, especially with a lead. I feel like he shoots a really good percentage.
And Venegas slapped with the tee there. As you see, Lucas Diaz tying up those pink kicks. Second free throw, he missed them both. And maybe it's just my impression, Andrew, but it seems to me, oh, and that time Spite on the leg kick out draws the foul. That's going to be on David Jackson, and that'll be his third. This is just how he shoots the ball. I don't think he's trying to draw a foul necessarily there. But that's just, I've seen it every time he shoots it. That right leg flares out, and he's short on the first free throw. But maybe it's just my impression, Andrew, that it seems like Obras, after that huge comeback and hanging on at the end, seemed like they've almost run out a little bit of steam here.
Yeah, that was
something I was looking at. Slightly less depth.
Yeah, something I was looking at the half that I think has not changed much. Franca had definitely had more players play significant minutes. I believe at the half, I counted that Obras only had about 7 or 8 guys that had played relatively significant minutes, and a couple of those guys were only at 5 or 6 minutes. Everybody else was in double digits. So fatigue could be a factor, and when you come back like that and can't finish it off at the end, overtime might be difficult.
Now Leandro Sermonato. After Spite missed 2 of 3, gets the rebound and puts it back in. So he gets Obras back to within 1 at 94-93. Jackson to the free throw line.
Yeah, it does.
First one is straight through. He's 4 of 5 from the stripe tonight.
I'm looking at what I think is updated minutes here, and it would appear that the 3 of the players haven't played for Obras. Meanwhile, only 1 player hasn't played for Franca, and then they only have Fernandez, who played 438. Everybody else has played pretty significant minutes on the Franca side. So they definitely either more depth, or because they had a lead earlier, they had been able to cycle some guys in, one or the other.
Both free throws good by Jackson. 96-93. Oh, tough rebound in there. And now 3 on the way. That's good! And we're tied at 96. Spite's got 20 now.
I recall somebody saying that he may be a factor here in overtime.
And I think his name was Andrew Hunt.
Sounds like a charming fellow.
Spaniati the rebound, and now Obras looking for the lead.
Yeah, there we go. Pull that back out. Probe on the fast break, and if you don't have anything real nice, come back out exactly how they've done here. Good.
Hugues Taandela draws the foul on Eisler Guillant. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, this is what they've been doing pretty much all night. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Foul was actually committed from behind.
Right.
So the first free throw missed by Andela. He's 4 of 5 from the stripe now. Second one is good. Obras on top by 1, 97-96. Now Andela 19 points in his debut with Obras.
Yeah, both teams have been doing some kind of variation of that high pick, usually with Andela or Diaz for Franca, where they set that screen outside the 3, and defense has to honor the person who can shoot.
Diaz tried to make the cross-court pass, but he hits the rim. And now Obras walks it into the front court. Inside of a minute to play in overtime. Spaniati, the drive. Spite launches the 3. No. Rebound grab by Ruiz. He's unable to keep it in bounds, and it's going to be Franca ball.
I would have liked to see him get something going to the basket there. Could have been towards the end of the shot clock, though. Maybe it was lower than I thought. I expect to see Spite. I think he's a little more capable than what he's shown in this game. I think as the tournament progresses, we can expect to see a little more production out of him.
Hey.
Spite second in the tournament in scoring, 20.5 points per game. He had 21 against Franca last time.
Eu quero mais espaço para o Lucas correr.
He's right at his
E a
average.
volta lá, nós estamos ou chifre vira ou shuffle de novo, certo? O mais importante na shuffle
Obras,
I would hope
two players at 20 points, Juan Venegas and Andre Spite, each with 20.
Com bloqueio, Lucas de baixo.
Andela with
Depois
19.
disso, nós
He's also got 9
Wesley no
rebounds.
dunk spot.
So Solaren's got
Nós vamos ficar
15.
com
Felipe
3 a 2.
Anyako with
Se não
10.
forem dobrar, é pra você
For
decidir.
Franca, Lucas Diaz now 33 points, 9 rebounds, but he's also
Nós
got
vamos
4
ficar,
fouls.
vai ficar no spot, o Ruiz vai ficar, não tem problema. Nós
Felipe
vamos ficar
Anyako
sem
has
olhar,
fouled
nós
out
vamos- o Franca,
for
Guilherme e David.
Miguel Ruiz
David,
has 4, Juan
dá
Venegas
o que
has
faz. Se a
4.
bola vier,
Solaren
ou é
has
chute,
also
ou
fouled
dá
out.
close out. Certo? Se o Lucas decidir.
I believe-
Ferrara 15 points, Charles Hinkle 12 for Franca. Nobody else with more than 3 fouls for Franca other than Lucas Diaz with 4.
I believe what we're about to see here is if Diaz is still in the game, they're going to try to feed him on the left block. The opposite side post is going to go up and set a back screen for the top guy to look for a dive, or if they can just clear out for Diaz to work out in the post. We'll see if I'm studying this correctly. But here he goes to the block.
Diaz comes to help, now back outside. Long 3 on the way, missed. Eisler Guillant missed the 3-point attempt. Now Obras with a 1-point lead and 25 seconds to play in overtime.
I definitely think you
Off
want to wait.
Spite. Spite on the drive into the paint, has it poked out of there, gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Venegas draws the foul on David Jackson. It's going to be foul number 4 on Jackson.
That's a tough call.
So Venegas will go to the free throw line. It was pretty significant contact there on the ball handler. Took him off his path.
Yeah, I guess I just mean that more. The defender's trying to close out here. I think the call is correct, but he doesn't have anything he can do. He's cooked.
Yeah. And he sold it a little bit with that head jerk. Missed the first free throw badly, Venegas.
I really want to make this one.
10.6 to play. Venegas, 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
Yeah, something happened here. You saw him as he was getting ready
Yeah.
to shoot. Look.
Yeah, there was a lane violation. And then, as he was taking the first free throw, somebody was being taken out of the arena on a stretcher.
Oh.
So let's see what this sequence ends up being. So they're just going to say that was a straight up miss. So 10.6 to play. Franca trailing by 1.
I thought potentially the lane violation was on Obras too. Let's see here, last possession.
Scala, baseline, turns it over!
Good.
And Obras is going to hang on to win. 97-96. Building, somebody must have kicked the plug out somewhere. But we are back as Obras hangs on in overtime upset victory, 97-96. A free throw by Huguesta Endela. A minute 24 to play in overtime. The deciding point in this game. Franca with some golden opportunities, one at the end of regulation, and then several in overtime.